completing the square when a doesn't equal to 1. So the first step tells us to rewrite ax squared plus bx equals c. So negative 5, which is c, is on the same side as ax squared plus bx, so we're going to move the 5 to the other side. Can you rewrite it? 4x squared plus 8x equals 5. From the previous notes, I also mentioned drawing placeholders also help when completing the square. Second step, divide the equation by a. So a is the number that's in front of the x squared. So in this scenario, 4 is in front of x squared, so you are right. You will be dividing by 4. Remember, every value or the part of the expression will be divided by the 4, and every part of the equation will also be divided by 4 to maintain the balance. That means we don't want to alter the equation, so we want to make sure we apply it to all the parts of the equation. Then we get x squared plus 2x equals 5 over 4. Don't change the fraction to a decimal, keep it as a fraction. And drawing the placeholder also helps because it reminds you to do b over 2 squared on both sides of the equation. Then we're going to add b over 2 squared on both sides of the equation. So what is the b value? Well, if you said 8, you're incorrect. The b value is actually 2. We're using the transformed expression. So now we'll divide 2 by 2 and square. Be x squared plus 2x plus 2 over 2 squared. And we'll add 2 over 2 squared on both sides of the equation. Then when we rewrite this, it will be x squared plus 2x plus 1 squared equals 5, 4 plus 1 squared. Notice the left side we have a perfect square trinomial. There's 3. So it will be x plus 1 squared when we factor it. And on the right side, we'll add 5 over 4 plus 1. Remember to make the denominator the same. So 1 is equal to 4 over 4. So it will be 9 over 4. And then x plus 1 squared. Now to solve this equation, we need to take the square root of both sides of the equation to get x. So what we notice now is that it would be x plus 1 equals positive or negative square root 9 over 4. If you simplify square root 9 over 4, we can actually make it easier if you don't like to see it as one whole, but break it into its parts. And we know square root of 9 is 3, and square root 4 is 2. So we know the equation is x plus 1 equals positive or negative 3 over 2. Then we do x plus 1 equals 3 over 2, and x plus 1 equals a negative 3 over 2. You subtract 1 on each side. Remember, 1 means 2 over 2. So x will equal 1/2. Or x will equal negative 3 over 2 minus 2 over 2 is negative 5 over 2. Negative 5 over 2. It's okay to leave it in improper fraction. So your answer will be x equals bracket negative 5, 2, comma 1/2.